Hello and welcome to this week's live, where I am really excited to share this simple but very, very powerful NLP technique with you. So firstly, if you don't know, NLP is short for Neuro Linguistic Programming. And that is something that I've worked with for years now. Incredibly powerful when it comes to shifting your mindset. We go that little bit deeper, changing the way that you think on not only a conscious level, but a bit of an unconscious level. And this simple technique is really great if you are struggling with negative self-talk. And it's actually more of a conscious one than a subconscious or unconscious level technique. But it's something that even if you're listening to this now thinking, I am like beyond doing anything with my mindset, you have no idea what's going on up here. Firstly, that was me. I remember when I first went to coaching and therapy years ago myself, I was sat there and genuinely, whilst being spoken to by the therapist, I was thinking, this is just never going to work. Oh my God, she has no idea how bad my negative self-talk is. She has no idea how bad my mind is. I'm beyond being fixed. That was as the therapist was talking to me. And this, I would say, is definitely up there with one of the things that really helped to shift. So this is how it goes. The butt flip. Now, I'll be honest, that is definitely not the technical term for it, but I'll give you a couple of examples so you can take this away and start using it straight away. So let's say, for instance, you say to yourself, I just have no idea what I'm going to do career-wise. There's just no way if I was going to go for that promotion that I would get it. But I'm going to give it a go because I've got nothing to lose. Another example. I can't stop eating. Since lockdown, I just cannot stop eating. But I am now being more aware and I am able to stop whenever I need to. I am just so sick of lockdown. This is just the worst thing. 2020 has been an absolute disaster. But I know that this is coming towards the end. Things are going to get better. Can we see with those three little simple examples just pulled out that how a butt flip works is you might be on a complete tangent with your negative thinking. And rather than just ending the sentence with, I really want to go for that job because I just need a new change of career, but there's just no way that I could ever get it. If you were to say that to yourself and just end there, which is where like majority of people go with their conversations, that is like a prayer to the mind. That is an affirmation. That is a mantra. Your mind believes everything that you say to it. And whatever you think, you will have heard me say this before. If you're new, say a big hello. If you've watched any of my videos before, you'll be like, oh, here she goes. But whatever you think impacts and affects how you feel, your emotions and your thoughts, your feelings and emotions directly impact your behavior. So I'm going to use that example because it's so prominent at the moment with the current climate, with people losing their jobs, being made redundant, being under serious stress around this. And if you can relate to this or maybe know someone who is, like, comment below, share this. But like that example, if you say there's just no way I'm going to get another job, then that is going to make you feel what? Anxious, stressed, no doubt worried, fearful, not sleeping is then a behaviour. If that's how you're feeling, how's that going to impact your behaviours? Likely not going to be able to sleep. Depending on if you're an emotional eater, you may be overeating. If you're the type that gets stressed and can't eat, won't be eating. You might be short and snappy with your loved ones. You might feel demotivated. You might want to just pull the duvet over your head and back around. If you're pulling the duvet over your head, you're being snappy at your partner or your kids, you're overeating or undereating, what are you going to be saying to yourself? what the hell am I even doing? I am worthless. What's the point? Where am I going with this? I'm so stressed. This is just the worst year ever. And so on and so forth. So this is actually, we brought it around to CBT, the CBT mindset model. So using the butt flip, can we see how consciously you are recognizing that you've just gone down a bit of a negative tangent of thought, but we're going to change it. We're not going to finish with that full stop at the end, because that then just becomes your destiny. That then becomes your reality. We're going to go, but I've got nothing to lose. And actually, if I really put my heart and soul into it, I can turn my mind to anything. Can we see how the energy would completely shift if you end that sentence with, but I'm going to try, or but I'm starting to think now I could. And I promise this is like a life-changing skill. Of course, use your band if you've got a warrior band. As soon as you notice that you've ended that sentence on a negative, snap, but. That's your trigger, but. I'm going to do whatever it takes, because there's no way I'm ending this year like this. Or if you, because I've heard it so many times, this lockdown, I can't stop eating is one of the most common things I've heard. If that is something that you maybe say, don't end that sentence there, because the mind is actually being programmed to continue to eat. It's just been hearing, okay, can't stop eating, don't stop eating. So if you say to yourself, if you have a band, snap it, but I am being more mindful of what I'm eating, but I am drinking more water now, but I know that this isn't going to last forever. But so can we say how you can always change the end of that sentence using that butt flip? And the reason I thought I would share this is when you are in a good place, when you're feeling strong, when you're working on your mindset, whatever that looks like for you, it's, dare I say, clearer or slightly easier to recognize how you're thinking, feeling, and behaving, and tweak it as you go. You don't tend to have as many negative thoughts when you are working on yourself, when you're meditating, when you're eating well, exercising, the money's flowing in and out. You don't tend to have as many worrying thoughts or worries. So when you start to have the negative thoughts, they can just end up in a loop, like in a habit loop. They go on and on and on and on. And a lot of people wait. I'll start to think better when this has happened, or when I get a new job, I'll start to feel good. And motivation just doesn't work like that. We can't just wait for it. So the butt flip is a great technique, even for if you class yourself as a neghead, or maybe you know someone who is. Discreetly share this video with them, or just share the little butt flip technique, because like I said, it's something I've personally used. Lots of my clients have gone away with this one and just been like, it's so simple. But when you're in that place where you're just on a tangent of speaking negatively or not being nice to yourself, using this technique to switch it up is simple and powerful. So a great place to start as well, if you are new to mindset, if you are new to personal development, or maybe sat there like, I am so sick of feeling down, something needs to change. This is a great place to start. Of course, if you do want more support, just drop me a message. I'll send you some info about either the band is a great place, just a little self-help tool to help you to snap whenever you are having those negative thoughts. It's really good with helping you to feel more confident, having that bit more self-belief, because you're taking control. There's also the Warrior Academy, which is a group membership coaching. I do live weekly coaching Q&As in there. It's just blinking fantastic to be a part of. It's just the most cool community. I absolutely love it. And then of course there's the one-to-one coaching. So if you're sat there now like, oh, I need more of this, just reach out. You do not have to do this alone. Good evening, Mary. So I hope that you have enjoyed this week's live. Let me know if so, and I look forward to catching you, if not before, next week. So have a great start to your week, Monday tomorrow. See you soon.